unique culture quest. We are in Savo West National Park, and I'll be moving around with the Salt Lake Travel Group, taking us around different places. And this is one of the viewpoints. Today we are having a bush morning breakfast at the backdrops of the sunrise. As you can see behind me, the preparation is underway. They're waiting to be able to sample out different recipes that will be offered. If you're gonna get here, then you regret why you go to the coast. But tentatively, let's get in and see what kind of recipes they have for us. And also, we'll be interacting with the senior chef to tell us what are these unique packages that for those who travel to this side, they keep on coming back and why. But for the moment, here are the highlights of what the show is about.
When you look at the Taitas and the Tavetas, their culture is very, very strong. The drums, the rhythms, the fantastic beats. So that's something that we are proud of and we really want to showcase. There's been a lot of focus in other parts of the country, whether it's the Mara, Nakuru, Mount Kenya, Samburu, but we've not given a lot of focus to Savo. In the 70s, Savo was the place to be, but then it went quiet, but now we want to revive it. The amount of game you'll see here in a very short span is simply unbelievable. Where else will you see 1,000 buffaloes just when you leave your lodge, or a herd of 50 elephants, So that makes it very special, or a pride of 12 lions or 15 lions.
Before COVID, we didn't have much of people traveling domestically. But now with the new trends, people aren't actually willing to go that a mile of their comfort zone. And new age travelers are a bit different from the old ones, because now you'll find a category that actually looks at a property that it's a bit easy in terms of nature, not overcrowded as per se, and actually a place there where they can find peace of mind.
Hizi pale. Umeziona? And just behind me is a group of elephants that have just come to take their water. And let me ask, isn't this an amazing experience?
The COVID-19 has really impacted so much on our businesses, and it has brought a lot of changes. The dynamics have changed, especially the travelers right now. It's never business as usual. You find people are very keen and selective on where they travel or where they visit, and as well pointing out on their budgets. People are not ready to spend that much.
So this is the tunnel, and the tunnel takes you right round and behind the water hole where the animals come. So it's easy for you to take photographs and with the building at the background.
My names are Joseph Sifueli Shayo. I'm a driver guide in Taita Hills and Salt Lake Game. Here we have got different types of species. Like this one is a home of elephant. Taita Hills and Salt Lake Game Sanctuary is a home of elephant. We have got different types of antelopes, like the waterbuck. We have the eland. We have the impalas. We have got the dik-dik. We have got the giraffe. Elephant, most of the time Matrix is the leader, is providing security for all herd of elephant. The male has got a slanting belly which facilitates easier mating, and the forehead is round in shape. For the female is opposite of the male. The forehead is slanting and the belly is round in shape. This area, we have got different types of vegetation. We have got the riparian vegetation, we have got the savanna grassland, and also we have got the woodland. If you know different types of vegetation, you can know which type of animals you are going to find them because of the feeding habitat. Here we have got only one. There's one species of buffalo. Buffalo is one of the big 5, and it was included in the big 5 because it was the most dangerous animal in the park during those days when we used to have the hunters. And you see, you can differentiate between the male and the female. You look the boss, the one with the big boss, that's a male, with the small boss, that's a female. And buffalo, most of the time, they feed on grass. We call them the grazers. When you see a buffalo in a very big herd, they are not more aggressive compared to those one you can see in 3 or 4 or 1. Because you see, if you see 3 or 1 or 4, those buffalo, they have been chased from the group because their production is not good, and they cannot move with the pace of other buffalo. You cannot find wild beast in this sanctuary without zebra. If you see zebra, there must be a wild beast behind.
So this is another very unique experience we're going to have here. This is a makeup sort of a kitchen. Currently we are in Taita land, but the customs here is Taita men are not allowed to be anywhere near in the kitchen. But I'm privileged to have very competent chefs who are doing this as a profession. In this case, this is an outline of my chefs, and they'll be giving us different recipes they're going to have to prepare here today in line with the cultural expedition. That it means the Taitas will need to know what the Taitas love most in terms of food recipes. I'm privileged to have a man from Lakeside. In this case, His Excellency, Honorable Joshua. Joshua, umepatikana vipi huko? Kutoka Lakeside umepatikanaje Taita land?
Mimi nimekuja hapa kufundisha wanaume wa Taita kwamba men are supposed to help in the kitchen.
Good.
So nitakuwa nawapikia ugali. Vizuri sana ndio tukule na mboga hapa.
Wajaluo wapenda ugali sana na samaki. Ugali waitwaje wa Kijaluo?
Ugali na samaki na mboga. Huwezi kula samaki na rice in Roland. Hapana.
Very true.
Kabisa.
He'll be giving us more details on how to make ugali from. He said one thing that nyinyi mpendi ugali sana. Ni kweli?
Wataita ugali wanapenda, bali unakuta kwamba traditional kimanga ndio ya hasa Wataita
wanapenda kimanga sana.
Kwa sababu kimanga mbeleni, unajua wakati wa vita ilikuwa inatumika, kwa sababu ukishaipika inaweza kukaa zaidi ya siku 2-3.
Kabla kuharibika.
Kabla kuharibika.
Haya, achilia tu hapo. Chef Patrick will be taking us through to prepare all these recipes. He has a number of years experience preparing recipes, not just in restaurants like this, but also at home. So leo tunaandaa nini kabla tu wale wengine waje baadaye?
Leo tunaanza kupika kimanga. Kimanga ya nduma.
Kimanga ni nini haswa?
Kimanga haswa huwa ni maharage. Kimanga iko aina tofauti. Unaweza kupika kimanga ya mbaazi, unaweza kupika kimanga ya kunde, unaweza kupika kimanga ya maharage. The mixture ile utakayoweka hapo ndani, ambapo huwa inategemea, unaweza kupika kimanga ya nduma, kupika kimanga ya zitamu, unaweza kupika kimanga ya ndizi. Kwa hivyo unaweza kupika kimanga ya kasava. Zote unatengeneza vile unavyotaka wewe.
Okay.
But ile ambapo Wataita walikuwa wanaitumia kwa muda mrefu, ambapo kwa ni kitu ya kwenda safari, walikuwa wanatumia either nduma ama wanatumia kasava, kwa sababu ikisha dry unaweza kukaa zaidi ya siku 2, 3, 4 bila kuharibika, na kokote pale ukienda haihitaji barafu. Sasa hizi tunachukua hizi nduma zetu kwenda kuweka pale kwa maharage ili zipate kuiva, ndio tuweze kutengeneza kimanga yetu.
So yakishaiva maharagwe na mixture,
kishaiva tunatoa maharage, tunachunga ile maji, alafu inabaki dry, ndio tunaponda kimanga yetu.
Oh, inapondwa.
Inapondwa ya kuponda.
Haya.
Bwana. Sasa hapa nimeweka nduma ndani ya maharage endelee kuiva.
So on that note, we are letting our mixture to boil for the next roughly an hour. Then thereafter we'll come to check if our kimanga is ready. You said thereafter tutabonda bonda.
Tutaponda ponda.
Alafu tunapata ule
tutapanda ile dryness.
Oh.
Yes.
Kimanga itakuwa tayari. Join us on the next phase of our kimanga. Fine chop. From the history, the Taitas are known long-distance traders as well as herders. And one unique about the Taitas, they used, because of the long-distance trek from their region to the farthest end of the coastal region, either they had to ferry or to carry backup food in case of starvation along the way. In this case, boboro was the most preferred recipe. And Chef Javan will be taking us through how boboro was used to be made those times and how is it now, if anything has changed, and why do the Taitas loved this kind of recipe.
So it's time now to fry my boboro. So my ingredients are ready. So I have to heat the pan. Pan should be a bit hot. Then add in some tomato. The tomato should be well cooked to make the sauce have a consistency a bit heavy. And add boboro.
We boil for how many minutes?
You have to boil it for red beans, have 45 minutes, because 45 minutes for the red beans. Get or 30, depends with the reducing of the fire. Okay.
So how long for us to have a taste of this?
After
the next
20 minutes it will be done because everything was ready.
So on our next phase of cooking, we are preparing beef nyama. For those who love meat like me, this is where our centered point is. And I'm just preparing the ingredients that are going to be used to prepare the beef. How long does it take to boil this meat?
This meat takes about 15 minutes, and then we add
our ingredients.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit fast. So what's next do we do?
Hello, where are we? Where are we?
For me, I'm adding the meat on the beef.
Which style is this?
The Taita style.
Oh.
Yes. It will be lovely. You wait to eat. I'll just serve you.
Doubt.
Then you just leave it to cook.
Oh, so you are sandwiching our meat with the vegetables?
Something of that sort. So we leave it to cook for a while, then we'll come and remove it to serve.
Yeah, okay. Our chef Josh will be joining us to prepare corn.
Garlic.
Corn, say corn.
Corn. Well, which tribe is that?
It's corn.
Corn.
Yes.
Which tribe is that?
From Luo land.
From Luo?
Yes.
So that's how they say it.
It's Kwon, ugali. Gwen, kuku.
Gwen.
Gwen.
You guys say
Gwen.
Ingoho.
Ingoho. It's Luyaland. Gwen.
Gwen.
Yes. Kwon.
Kwon is
Yes.
ugali.
That is it. On that note, I'm handing over to Joshua. Joshua, where are you?
Here I am.
Yes, it's your time.
Yes. I want to show you how to cook ugali. Ugali in my land it's called kwon. So first of all, you just boil your water. Once it's boiling, you put some unga a little bit, just to be sure that the water is well boiled to the point that is required. My ugali is almost done. You just leave it to simmer for about 2 minutes.
No. I want to confirm.
It is not supposed. You are not supposed. You see? You see the behaviors of Luya men?
No. Why did you leave the soup here?
It is not supposed to be taken like that. You are in the kitchen. You are shaming your fellow men.
No.
How does it taste though?
Joshua, are we okay?
We okay?
I'm almost headed there, but I want to be sure if
the meat is well cooked.
Yes, I'm vetting you guys.
Yes.
But you know you're supposed to sit down and get served. You see why you lose
marks? Why are you complaining so much? Are you sure this is how your mom taught you?
Yes.
Let me confirm.
You want to
it has to be very solid, eh?
Huh?
From our land, for you to qualify. It has to be. Joshua passed with the flying colors.
Chance was run away from the truth.
While Faith,
after eating my meat, do you see this? Do you see it?
So I
was the second runners up.
I need a plate. My ugali is ready. I'm going to serve you ugali with the Faith's nyama. So you make sure the ugali is well placed on the plate and the cake it looks like a baked cake. Are you seeing?
Yeah, I see.
Yes, that is how ugali is cooked.
I hope hii chakula imeiva.
I prepared it. It's very
Welcome.
nice.
Thank you. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Here's your meat.
But
served with chicha.
Yes.
And ugali.
So are we just tasting this ugali or this more coming?
So it's just tasting.
Not tasting.
It's too small.
Food.
This is food. How much did you want to eat?
It is too small.
Well, as you've seen,
Ken, you can join us.
Yes.
And tell us why you prepared us this meal.
There is a whole
asante sana.
bunch of meal here as well to strengthen your teeth.
The kitchen as a management have prepared this nice meal direct from the garden to serve our gardeners here.
I'm told in your organization you have cultural diversity. If almost every tribe has a representation. That means that gives you room to at least every tribe to be able to prepare a recipe of theirs.
Yes, exactly. Actually, we have a program that actually allows each and every department to prepare their favorite kind of meal, so that now all the staff that are within the property get to understand their kind of meal preparation methods, and of course their culture in terms of the food that they eat.
Great. So we have cultural representation. He's from Luoland. Mimi kawaida natoka Luoland. From how Eshika ugali. You have Tibet titles. On that note, this is how we wind up our show today. I've been your host Levis Msumba, but sisi tunaendelea kukula until iishe.